Hello again. So yesterday I just did this very simple and quick card and said that I wanted to build on that. So today I'm just going to build on it with these two cards, and then I have something else that I'm kind of working on in a draft format, and I'll share that with you too. So I wanted to start up here, and I was going to do my journaling on that card, and I started with one of the Project Live cards and cut it down to a smaller piece because I wanted it to be smaller so that I could have the red frame, and also because I wanted to get rid of the rounded corners. I just prefer straight corners. It's a personal preference, and I like the corners to be straight. That's all. So originally I was going to do my journaling on that, and then when I started thinking about what I wanted to write, I realized I wanted more space. So instead, I'm going to use this as an embellishment spot, and I'm going to bring in this transparent piece from my Pink Paisley die cut pack, and then some little letter stickers where I'm just going to add the name of the elf to the top here. See if it's going to just fit. Okay, I think I need to shift everything over just a tiny bit, because I'd rather run off this edge like the journaling card does than run off the left hand side. And that's all I'm going to put on this pocket. I think for now, I'm not going to put any adhesive on this transparent piece. If it moves around much in the card, then I'll go back and figure out what kind of adhesive. I actually have a feeling that it might be best to do like a liquid strong adhesive underneath the holly, and then if the adhesive showed when it was dry, I could always cover this with enamel dots or sequins, or even some Stickles glitter glue, something like that. Okay, and that leaves me this card, which I'm punched from the same paper that I used here. I've punched a label, but I didn't have enough in that same scrap of paper to do the whole label, so I've just done what I had room for, which is perfect because I want it to go off the edge here. I want to repeat that washi tape. That's the green one. I have the tape behind the label, and the label is going to be flush with that edge there. And then this is from this piece. So that Martha Stewart punch that I used yesterday to do these two pieces, it's a scalloped circle that lets you do two different punches. So you can either do just the scallop circle, all one piece, which is what I did for the background there. Or you can switch this little bit at the top and it punches it as two pieces. So you get the circle and you get the frame separate. So that means that if you punch those from two separate pieces, they fit together perfectly, so you have that nice frame. So what I did here was the background one is whole, so that I don't have to line it up perfectly like this. And then the top is just that circle, so I had that piece left. And just now I was thinking I would put it there, but actually because of the pattern background, it's too much. I'm going to leave it for another time. But I wanted to show you my thinking with that punch. Just one of those things where you get more from the punch because you've got the extra layers. And so I'm going to add a little bit of embellishment on the top here, and then what I was thinking the reason I decided to change my journaling and not put it here is that I want to write a longer piece. I was just kind of drafting a few notes, and what started as a small piece then kind of developed into a longer piece. But with longer pieces, I personally like to have longer to look at them. So instead of forcing myself to get it on the page right this second, I have it in my notebook in a really rough format, and I'm going to sleep on it, and then tomorrow or the next day I'm going to type it up and put it in here. And I'm thinking that I could do a column that's about half the page, so that'd be about 3 by 8. And so if I'm ready to do that tomorrow, then that's what will go in between. It does mean that I then need to figure out what's going to go on the back of that, but I have a few ideas, so I'll figure that out. Anyway, okay, so I'm not going to use the circle frame, I just want to do words here. So I was going to use this on the nice list phrase to go with the elf, since the whole idea of the elf is that he's reporting to Santa who's on the nice list. I think I'll bring in my wood grain stars this time. Put the white ones on my entry for the first, but I'm going to put the wood grain ones on this page. And it would be nice to scatter those about, so I will go back and add one down here as well. And I think instead of putting one there, I'll do 3 on this one. So I'm liking that one as it is, plain but pretty with all the gold foil. Okay. So when I break it down like that, all really, really simple. Everything is very simple, but you can see even when I'm putting just a very little bit on each page, when I put all 3 of those cards together, there's actually quite a lot going on, because there's color in the photo, there's pattern in the background, and my choice is that I don't really want to overload with lots more embellishment. I'm going to work on that little piece of the writing, and I will show that to you in either tomorrow's video or the next day. And hopefully my voice is going to stick around. Every year at the very beginning of this project, my voice seems to waver a little bit, so why I decided to do videos is probably beyond me. But there we go. Bear with me, it always gets better. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.